Memorial Day weekend this year, my wife and I got 3 of these little feeder pigs. They are the cutest little things, and we got them to eat them. We were going to process them 6 months later. That was our plan. And so right now it is October. It's October 15th, 16th right now. So these guys were going to be processed on November 5th. We moved it to November 25th because we wanted them a little bit bigger and meatier. And everything's been going fine. But we've got a little issue now because they seem to be kind of getting out. Right. These guys, those pigs are nuts, man. They have gotten out of that fence. And I think it's because they're just so damn hungry. So we need to give them more food. I guess that's the only thing I can think of. So we got some scraps here. Jeez. Hard to do with one hand. There it is. That's yummy, delicious garbage. Each of these full is three scoops of food in a bucket with some water. It's about 10 pounds of feed. They should get a pound of feed a day, however many months they are alive. And they are 6 months old the end of October. So there's a pig. Look, just got out. So alright, let's try to see if I can. Hey, come here. Hey, come on. Come on over here. Hey, come on. That's where the food is. See if I can get you to follow me. How the hell are they getting out? I do not know. Let's see. Alright, so that, I don't know what the hell to do. Guess I need a bigger, taller fence. This fence is really hot. It's full. I don't want to touch that, it hurts. So, I guess I'm not giving them enough food. They just step right over it. I like the small fence because I can just step over it without having to unplug it, but I guess it doesn't matter because they just step right over it. We put them in electric fencing, and it worked for quite a while. They got out when they were small a little bit, a couple times, no big deal. But now they're like, 150-pound pigs. We can't have them run around the neighborhood. Chickens are one thing, but a pig, that could hurt somebody or mess something up. So we're trying to figure out how to fix this problem. They tend to only come out at feeding time. So in the morning when I go out to feed them is when I'll see them. So what I think is they're not getting enough food. We're giving them enough food per the book, right? They're getting enough food so that they're gaining weight, but they're pigs and they want more food, so they're gonna come and get it if they can. And even though the fence is as hot as the Premier One solar panel is gonna make it, it might not be hot enough to keep their belly. I call it grain brain. Maybe they got grain brain because they're just thinking about the grain that's coming and they want it, so they're coming at me in the morning. It's only happened twice so far, but that's enough to be concerned. Because I'm leaving town next month for a week, and I can't have the pigs running around while I'm not here. So we've got a couple of choices. I'm trying to figure out what we can do. We can either set up taller fences that they can't get over. We got some tent stakes coming from Amazon that will pull down the fences, hopefully, and that'll keep them from going up under the fence. And if the fence is 4 feet tall, it'll keep them from just stepping over it. Because right now I've got the little 18-inch tall hog fence. That's been working, but these guys are big and don't seem to care anymore. That's option number one. Backup plan number two, thankfully, we have a chicken run that is pretty well hard paneled. So it's small. It's only an 8 by 10 or 12 foot space. But if we had to put 3 pigs in there, we could, because we actually did do that a couple weeks ago when we had an issue with the electric fencing. We had the pigs in here for about 2 days. Unfortunately, they ate 2 of our chickens, That was sad. We lost 2 laying hens because I wasn't smart enough to close the door. That's, a lesson learned by me. One of many I've learned this year of raising meat animals. But those are options that I see right now. So maybe we'll get some more options. We're members of Justin Rhodes' permaculture Ember area, which I would strongly suggest if people are interested in doing farming stuff and they don't have experience or knowledge on their own. He's a guy that puts out a lot of good information. Call Justin. That's what I'll do. Ask Justin Rhodes what to do because he knows stuff. And he'll directly talk to you and answer questions on the spot, which is really nice. So we basically hired a consultant to help us on our little farmstead here, which has been really helpful over the last several months because we've had a couple of issues. So that's our problem right now that we're dealing with. We're trying to figure out how to get the pig netting safe so that the pigs are secure in there, and moving them around, giving them what they need, and all at the same time getting them to that processing date so that we can be done with these pigs and then move on to next year. Who knows what that'll bring. So I was hoping there would be some magical fix whereby we left something off, or there was something I could do to make it better that was going to keep the pigs in. But I think the problem was just my own fault. We didn't feed them enough, and they were too hungry and just pushed through the fence. That's the only thing that I can think of. I was hoping that I could say that I left the fence off, but when I was doing the editing, I could clearly see that the fence was energized, so that was not the problem. I just wasn't feeding them enough food. So it looks like it was just a common sense solution, and hopefully we got it figured out.